Eastern champion Farmville Central High School Jaguars taking on the Western champion J.Q. Robinson High School Bulldogs. Northern Durham High School is serving as the official host institution for today's championships. The colors are presented today by members of the Person High School Junior ROTC under the direction of Sergeant Major Myers. And now to honor America and those who protect our freedom, please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
The road to Chapel Hill, visions of titles dancing through the heads of some of the best basketball teams in the state. From the Dean Dome in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, the 2022 NCHSAA Men's 2A State Championship game presented by West Shore Home. The three-time defending champ Farmville Central Jaguars against the Robinson Bulldogs. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, alongside Jay Sohnhalter, Patrick Keenis, and Jay. This is a home away from home for Farmville Central, back for the fourth straight time. A win today would be their 8th state title. That'd rank them 4th for any state program around the state. Robinson, though, stands in their way.
Yeah, Larry Williford for Farmville Central. It seems like they're here every year with their up-tempo style. And over for James Robinson, LeVar Batts' crew. It's great on the defensive end, and they've got a lot of talent on the offensive side.
All right, let's take a look at our stars for the game here today. Brought to you by Hardee's. The Hardee's star players to watch. Try the new Bacon Beast menu at Hardee's today. Crispy bacon in a burger, biscuit, or breakfast burrito.
Well, hard to pick a star. There's so many for the Jaguars, but the freshman, Mikal M.J. Williams, has been leading the way from the point guard position. He creates so much offense for his teammates. He's a lefty. He can score. And down the road, he's going to be a big-time Division I recruit. Over for Robinson, David Hobbs, the big man in the middle. He's a D1 football recruit. Defensive end, tight end, 6'6". He's wide with a good shooting touch. He's the anchor, especially on the defensive end. On the offensive side, he's very active.
All right, Jay, now let's get to our Ingles food for thought. Low prices, love the savings. What do you see?
Jaguars want to win on the glass, be physical down in the paint, and then starting fast is going to be huge for them. Over J.M. Robinson, slowing down the pace, slowing down the tempo where they can execute. The half-court offense will be huge, and then just execution. Passing the ball, spacing, taking good shots will be very important today.
All right, Farmville Central shooting for its 8th state title. Robinson was a titleist 6 years ago. Tip-off, Farmville Central and Robinson next.
Eggs and melty cheese. Whoa. Beast mode doesn't have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Well, for a fourth straight year, Farmville Central is playing for a 2A men's basketball championship. They've won the last three. This is a home away from home. For them, their staff, and their fans know the road to Chapel Hill and Reynolds Coliseum quite well. There's Larry Williford, 22nd year as the head coach for the Jaguars. He loves his team this year. 27-3. He said he gets text messages from his players in the middle of the night asking, hey, Coach, what drills can we run tomorrow? Can we do this one? Can we do that one? A very coachable team, and they're back for an 8th potential state title. Meanwhile, for J.M. Robinson, there's LeVar Batts Sr. They won a title back in 2016. They check in as the 6th seed out of the West. 27-3. He won a state title behind MVP Daniel Spencer, but his son was on that team as well. He was thinking about flying his son in from Kentucky to get him to Chapel Hill for some good luck as they aim for their 2nd title.
Yeah, his son was a star player, committed to NC State, transferred to UNC Asheville, but he's been in this moment. Larry Williford has as well. Both coaches talked about love their teams. The foundation is on the defensive end. That's where both sides excel.
All right. If you remember, last year when Farmville Central picked off its 3rd consecutive state title, they scored more points in a high school title game, regardless of classification, without the benefit of a running clock. Most points ever, 113 points they put up on Hendersonville last year. They scored 101 in the 3rd round on East Carteret earlier. That was with a running clock, which is an even larger accomplishment by the Jaguars. Farmville Central, the traveling yellow. Robinson out of Concord, North Carolina in the home whites. And it is Tony Wisnett working his 6th state title game. Throws the ball in the air, and we are underway and buckle in if the Jaguars get the tempo they want. Jaden Peck plays it now to MJ Williams off the right sideline. A pull-up jumper by the lefty is short to the first rebound of the game to Jermaine Gray of the Bulldogs. And they play up the floor. They can play fast. The pass goes down low, deflected away. So we'll take a look at our West Shore Home starting lineup, brought to you by West Shore Home, America's most admired home remodeling brand.
Early on, see the tempo that the Jaguars want to play with. Fast break, up tempo, and try to put pressure on the Bulldogs.
Tight man-to-man. Pass into the corner. This is a 3. Side of the rim. Missed by MJ Williams. And Robinson will bring it up the floor. Their last loss was on January 27th. Here's a pull-up by Gray. Jermaine Gray, the glue guy to this program for the Bulldogs, give Robinson the lead.
He's really good on the defensive end. He's an efficient shooter from the outside. Good job setting his feet.
Farmville Central knocked off the number 2 seed Kinston in the regional final. This is a 3 off the side. That skims the rim by Alex Moy. Offensive rebound collected. Good elevation. The finish, though, not there by Josh Short. And the rebound squirts in the hands of David Hobbs, but a takeaway by Moy. The Jaguars know only one speed. Here's Pitt for 3. That's off the mark as well. They missed their first 4.
But their strength is their quickness and their ability to drive in. For the Bulldogs, their strength is their height inside.
Oh, Hobbs, his strength is his power. Offensive rebound off the miss. Wheeler drops it in. First 4 belong to the Bulldogs. And an early timeout by the three-time defending champs. Larry Williford wants a huddle.
Good job there, just settling his team down. Call a timeout, bring your guys over to the bench. They've had good looks. They just haven't been able to connect yet. Again, once they make shots, the key for the Bulldogs is, can you handle the press and the pressure from Farmville Central?
Well, one of the things that Larry Williford told us a couple of days ago, and he's already done talking with his team there was this timeout, he said, we just need to get through the first 4 minutes. They have had great practices all year long. But now J.M. Robinson, an early punch landing to the midsection against the three-time defending state champs. And LeVar Batts telling us a couple of days ago that it has not been an easy year for the Bulldogs. It's been long. It's been rough in his words. Had to deal with COVID. Had to deal with some personal issues, some family issues involved in the team as another long jumper is missed. This one by Moy. And right now, the Jaguars are not playing and not shooting like a team that has had their way scoring huge points here in state title games. This might get them going. Williams to Pitts. And a little pass deflected to midcourt. Grabbed and run by Jackson to the hole with the right hand. Nice handle by Jalen Jackson. 6-0 Bulldogs.
Really good job by Jackson, jumping in the passing lane and then knocking the ball out of bounds.
Josh Short turns it over, and that gets Williford off the bench again. Kind of nodding with one of his assistant coaches that things aren't a lot better now through the first couple of minutes.
Get the hand in the passing lane and then creating offense from your defense. And Jackson comes back and gets another turnover.
So LeVar screaming out the play from the sideline. Jackson against the man-to-man takes a nice screen and got fouled. And Jalen Jackson will head to the free throw line. He's one of the key guys to his Bulldog program, new to the Bulldog program, playing for his third high school in 4 years. Started at Northwest Cabarrus for a couple of years, transferred to Western Cabarrus, and then came in here to Robinson. He's been a key guy in terms of especially his energy that he brings to the program. And one more coming from the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw, the Builders Discount Center free throw line here in this first quarter.
He averages right at 15 points per game. We've seen him on the defensive end with the energy you talked about, Patrick. He knows how to convert offensive opportunities as well.
And 1 and 2 for Jackson. 7-0 Robinson. But 7 points is something that Farmville Central can put up in about 18 seconds. They're not going to be bothered by this. The early dry spell. Jaden Pitt creates some space. Tough pass into the corner. Too hot for Moy to handle. And again, a long bit of pacing by Larry Williford on the bench for the Jaguars.
They just have to find some consistency, chemistry on the offensive side. Usually they get easy buckets, especially at the beginning of ball games. The Bulldogs do a nice job packing in their defense in the paint.
Feel the trap coming. There's the step through. The pass gets to Hobbs, and that pass goes off the left hand of Gray, and it's turnover by the Bulldogs.
3 early turnovers. J.M. Robinson, uncharacteristic for them.
Darren Cox left open from the perimeter. It took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The three-time defending champs on the board.
And Cox has kind of dared to shoot the ball and he made the defense pay. They weren't extending out to provide pressure on him.
And some pressure right there at midcourt. That pass almost went into the backcourt. Nice job by Jermaine Gray to not only handle the basketball, but keep his heel from hitting that white line. So Marion Hughes, the quarterback of this team. Zakai Wheeler plays in the foul line, and Gray picks up the pivot foot. Turnover number 4 for Robinson.
You have a 5-point lead if you're Robinson, but the turnovers adding up now. They have to find a way to clean things up and at least put up shots.
And by the Bulldogs. They can run up and down the floor. They may not do that every single possession, try to somewhat control tempo. A nice drive and the dish. And a left-hand finish from Alex Moy. Well, good job by Jaden Pitt just to create underneath and do it with composure and poise.
He had the burst down on the baseline. The double team came over. It was a nice look to set up his teammate.
7-4 Bulldogs. You see this defense. That pass is coming our way. Leaping grab made by Hughes. Hobbs off the elbow. Hits the open man, Gray. Side of the rim. Look at that elevation by Short. The quick outlet, Pitt down the floor. The reload, no! Foul, though, on Robinson. 3:45 to play. There's a little snippet of what the Farmville Central Jaguars bring to the table. Down by 3. The 3-time defending champs trail 7-4 to Robinson.
I got my COVID-19 vaccine because I want to work towards a more normal world in the classroom and for sports and my grandparents.
I got vaccinated because I love my family. I love my friends.
Visit myspot.nc.gov to schedule your child's COVID-19 vaccine today.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you, shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
There's a look at the 8th-year head coach of the Robinson Bulldogs. That's LeVar Batts, who did say, yeah, it's going to feel a little bit different without my son on the team, as he was back in 2016 when the Bulldogs claimed the state title with a win over Terry Sanford. Jaden Pitt at the free throw line rims in the first one more coming from the Builders Discount Center free throw line. Don't just build tough. So after the first 7 of the game went to Robinson, 6 straight now by the Jaguars, and it's a 7-6 lead. You see with this trapping defense, quick to rotate, help from the backside, but then the quick recovery by Jermaine Gray. Well, there's a lot happening on that play.
And a lot of communication, backside help. Good job to Gray after he missed the shot initially, staying with it to put it back in.
Back up front, this is Josh Short, locates Pitt out of the corner for 3, no. And they're now 0 for 5 from 3. Second crack, no good, and Hobbs spins away with the rebound. Lost it near midcourt, gets to it, and haphazardly tosses to Wheeler. There's the Euro step, and that's an offensive foul.
Larry Williford was over on the sideline yelling at his team to get set, and they followed the instructions. Good job here setting up a lot of pressure. And then it was Moy, number 5, coming through, get the charge call.
Well, one of the things that Larry Williford told us a couple of days ago is that if you play hard on defense, I will give you more rope in terms of what shot selection that you take at the offensive end. But if you're not giving them the effort, you're on the bench. And this team is giving them the defensive effort right now. Here's Pitt attacking with the left hand. Oh, beautiful finish. Just hanging across the lane, Jaden Pitt's first field goal.
He's so athletic, and you talked about the discipline on the defensive end leads to offensive freedom.
Boy, nice lob to the rim. Oh, how did he power that in? David Hobbs, the reload, bracketed by 3 Jaguar defenders and took some contact. Watch this. 1, 2, 3 around him. Still able to get it in, and a free throw coming up.
He has the focus to finish. Division I football recruit, Appalachian State, Virginia Tech, Coastal Carolina, Western Carolina on Hobbs. Continuing to get bigger and stronger. Only a junior, 6'6". He's got the size you look for.
Free throw in. More importantly, though, 6'1" sophomore Alex Moy picked up his second foul. He's to the bench for the Jaguars. 12-8 Bulldogs here. Long diagonal pass, too much air. Easy steal for Gray and Robinson. Loops it ahead. Jackson deciding what to do. Baseline attack. Throws opposite, and a steal by Short. And a lead bounce pass. How did he locate Williams? Oh, look at that soft touch by the freshman M.J. Williams.
He just hung in the air, held off the big man, was able to put the spin on the ball to lay it in.
Dribble poked away by Derek Cox and landed on the sideline. Turnover by Robinson.
Well, and this is becoming an issue now. 7 turnovers for Robinson. They've got to clean that area up.
Tell you what, we're 6 minutes into the 2A men's championship game. There is a wheelbarrow load of athletes out here. Jumper missed. Rebound Hobbs. Quick outlet. 2-on-1. The pass will get there. And the easy drop in by Gray, who has 6 in the quarter.
Good job with transition, moving the ball quickly up the court, and accurate passes to get the easy two.
Inside 2 minutes for the opening quarter. Long three by Pitt. No good. Offensive rebound in the lane. Daniels misses. And there is Hobbs once again to clean it up. Here's the trailer. Lob into the corner. Jackson. Back to Gray. Open look. Wheeler. Yes. First three-point make on either side in this one. West Shore Home three-pointer brought to you by West Shore Home, bringing happiness to every home. Matches the biggest lead of this first quarter for Robinson. It's at 7. Contact. Dribble poked loose. Grab on the Bulldogs. They want to run again if they can control the loose ball. Gray just bulldozing his way in. No. Offensive rebound by Wheeler. Misses. Tip try no. A rebound by Hobbs. That one won't go somehow either. Oh, 3, maybe 4 cracks from 2 feet away. Don't go.
The Jaguars scrapping down low. I like the ball movement of the Bulldogs, and again, being relentless on the glass, but you got to execute.
35 seconds left in the quarter. Pitt on the baseline, goes to the corner. This is Cox for 3. That won't go either. And the Jaguars are 0 for 6 from three-point range this first quarter. 20 seconds to go. Gray lobs to Hobbs near the rim. The takeaway. Williams leads it 2-on-2. Crossover, steps through, just left it for nobody in particular, and Wheeler the steal. Time though for the Bulldogs. Wheeler, a bounce down low. Hobbs wide for the two-hand jam. The lead is 9. And the shot at the horn won't go. And J.M. Robinson acting like they've been here before. But they haven't in 6 years, but they have a 9-point lead on the 3-time defending champs, with authority to wrap up the opening quarter.
You know, when I'm not busy driving nails, I'm driving through Builder's Discount Center. And no wonder. They have top-grade materials and the best prices in town. The lumber, roofing, windows, vinyl siding, and complete packages for storage buildings, decks, even garages. And you can just drive in, load up, and drive out.
You can't do that at those big box stores.
Real projects, real materials, real fast. Don't just build, build tough. BuildersDiscount.net.
Wofford takes down Carolina, and the Furman Paladins have defeated
the underdog. The long shot. The nobody from nowhere, never gonna happen in your dreams, kid. 100 to 1 shot. We know something about that. We're with you every step of the way.
The NCHSAA Basketball Championships are this Saturday on MyRDC. At 5 p.m., the 4A girls square off as Apex Friendship takes on Chambers.
And Apex Friendship is powered by McDonald's All-American Indian Navarre, while the Chamber girls are the defending state champs looking to add to their trophy case.
Then at 7:30 p.m. on MyRDC, it's the 4A boys' turn as Panther Creek takes on Weddington.
Panther Creek beat last year's 4A state champ Millbrook during an impressive playoff run, and now faces a Weddington team that hasn't lost in over 2 years, including last year's 3A state title.
Tune in this Saturday for the NCHSAA Basketball Championships.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you. Shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Crispy fish with that spicy kick. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Let's take a look at the Legacy Federal Credit Union stats for the opening quarter. Be your best with the Legacy Federal Credit Union, Jay.
The rebounding has been a dominant factor in why Robinson is winning right now by 9 points. They've been winning second chance opportunities. Both sides need to clean up the turnovers. So Robinson doing a good job pushing the pace and getting points in transition.
Farmville Central in that opening quarter, 0 for 7 from three-point range. There's a soft pass deflected, kept in bounds, and the drive on the baseline, but a mislayup by Daniels. But there's the stick in. First points of the game for Daniels as we take a look at the Hardy's points per paid for the first quarter, Jay.
The Bulldogs winning inside, using their height to their advantage, getting the ball into Hobbs.
Wheeler now is 7.
Wheeler's been good to start off the ball games. Very efficient going inside there. We've also seen him use his jump shot.
21-12, Bulldogs lead by 9. Playing with no fear. Getting on the defensive glass. Throw a trap there. Forced jumper missed by Pitt. Digging out the rebound, Andrew Jordan. And it's a 2-on-2 with some space. And a reach in, and we get a foul going against Farmville Central. It's going to go, I believe, against MJ Williams. That'll be his second. That's a big one.
Williams, the freshman, tries to go for the ball. Gets called with the body, the shoulder contact. Now he's got to go for the sideline.
So, Jay, now 2 starters with 2 fouls for the Jaguars. Moy is the other.
And he's going to stay in the ball game, so he's got to be very careful and be disciplined on the defensive end.
And that's a lot of trust when you're an upperclassman. It's enormous trust when you are a freshman, shown by Larry Williford. We'll watch that one. Stepping through, a ball nearly ripped away, and it is tipped away. Loose, and a steal by the Jaguars. Look at that left-handed pass from short. The baseline attack, and yes, the layup will go. What a feed. The finish there by Chris Rhodes. And on the break, there's a bucket and a foul. Jermaine Gray once again.
I like the response. The Bulldogs' previous possession, you have a turnover, you give up points, you come right back, go through the teeth of the press, bring up the defense and dish it off, the and-one opportunity.
So Rhodes collects the foul. Jermaine Gray to the free throw line. He's the guy who really brings the toughness to this Bulldog team. He's at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. Free throw by Gray is in.
He's had a really good year, 13 points per game on the year. This is a very balanced offensive team, and he's one of the guys the Bar Bats looks to.
Rhodes for 3, and there's the first make of the game after 7 misses. And he's been the spark off the bench. 5 quick points by Rhodes. Quickly, Hobbs, no. Quick shot, rebound tip, Short has it, 3-on-2. Short down the middle. There's a beautiful bounce pass that went off of the deck and then off of the chin of Omari Phillips and out of bounds.
And this is the pace the Jaguars want to play with. They just haven't been fluid yet. They don't have the normal flow that they've had all season long, but they want to push the tempo, get offensive boards, and look to throw the ball ahead.
7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Again, we'll slow things down. They sense a trap coming. Traps can happen at really any spot of the floor here, but this dynamic Jaguar defense. Short jumper is in by Gray. He's already into double figures with 11 points.
5 for 7 from the field. He's been the go-to guy. When the pressure's over-pursued, he's made the Jags pay.
This is the biggest lead of the game for the Bulldogs. Daniels feeds to the inside. Cox. Back out it comes. A step in long 2 on the way in and out by Daniels. And the Bulldogs up ahead with Hughes. Hughes throws it away. And look how fast the Jaguars get out in transition. 2-on-1. Stepping through a lefty with some English by Josh Short. But fast down the floor. Hobbs takes it. Misses, but got fouled. I mean, the ball's going through the hoop, and then in a second and a half, it's at the other rim at the other end of the floor.
There's no stalling in the ball game. Each side wants to put pressure on their opponent. This is a track meet type of game. So much fun to watch.
So David Hobbs will head to the free throw line. Foul charged against Pitt, his first. Well, talking with LeVar Betts earlier in the week as he's at the NCDPS free throw line. As they come here to the Dean Dome, I said, do you have what's the split of Wolfpack fans, Tar Heel fans? He said, actually, no Wolfpack fans at all. We're evenly split Duke and North Carolina. Hobbs is a huge Tar Heel fan, so here he is on their floor. 4 points so far. It's 1 of 2. Short the rebound. Josh Short off the bounce. The pull-up. Rebound tip. Grab by Hobbs. Again, he's looking down the floor and throws it away. Leaping interception by Daniels and the Jaguars. 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. 8-point deficit for Farmville. They have not led in this game. Short is bowling through, going against 3 defenders, and he will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's such an athletic guard. He has the innate ability to know when to pick his spots, how to draw contact. And he just looks so fluid doing it. He's going to be a big-time Division I recruit, only a junior. He's had a really good year.
So a couple of free throws for Short from the ncdps.gov/careers free throw line. Start your new career, North Carolina Department of Public Safety. One more coming for Shorts. Farmville Central 27-3, top seed out of the East. Again, the 3-time defending champs. Not a lot in the way of full court man-to-man. They just like to trap really anywhere in the half court for Robinson. But then they recover so fast. Hughes will give it up. And travel right there. A reminder coming up. Talk it out NC play of the game. Selecting to talk it out North Carolina play of the game. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking. 4:39 left first half. 27-21 Robinson.
Well, 12 turnovers for Robinson, only 7 for Farmville Central. He said, why are they winning by 6 with the turnovers? Well, they're dominating on the glass 16-9. They're getting second opportunities, especially on the offensive end.
And Short's hands. Takes the screen. Drill poked away from the backside. Jalen Jackson a steal. Trouble coming against him. And a shot blocked at the rim by Josh Short. And it goes out of bounds and waiting on the call the other way. It goes to Farmville Central. Well, the recovery is there about every single time for this Jaguar defense. So lightning fast. The near steal there, and then you get the block on the front side.
And the body control of Short to go up and not hit the shoulder and just swat the ball away, and they are so quick and athletic.
Derek Cox wearing the face guard. Goes against Hobbs. Delivers to Pitt in the corner. Rebound deflected a couple of times. Goes into the Robinson bench. Farmville Central could not control. Bulldog basketball coming back. Still a 6-point lead for Robinson as we near halftime of the 2A men's title game.
In 100 counties in North Carolina, we have over 800 agents. We are within the communities, and our job is to help you. It's not just a business relationship, it's a friendship. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
It's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you, shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Reminder, stay tuned. The myspot.nc.gov halftime report is on the way. COVID-19 vaccines available to everyone 5 and older, and boosters available for those 12 and older. You can find them at myspot.nc.gov. Coming up at the half, an interview with the Commissioner, Q Tucker. First half highlights and a whole lot more. 27-21, Robinson leading Farmville Central, the 3-time reigning champs by 6. Jaguars are 1 of 9 from 3-point range. Most everything, though, for Robinson has been inside the 3-point line, certainly most of the paint.
And this has been a battle in the paint. Yeah, only 2 3-pointers combined for each team. They haven't found success from long range, but they're scrapping down low.
One of the most deliberate possessions of the game. Jackson to the mid-post. Gray. Rebound to the Jaguars. Josh Short, huge elevation, plays it at the trailer. Williams back on the floor with 2 fouls. Here's a 3, online but short. And look at Pitt just kind of cut in front of everybody and grab that rebound. Pitt thought about launching. He'll step in, long 2 as he falls down, no. And Hobbs elbows to the rim, elevating for that rebound for the Bulldogs. And they get a foul. I thought it was just knock away with a foul recharge against. If that's on Moy, that's his 3rd. And it is on Moy. What a bad decision there, right in front of his own bench. Again, your coach is putting you out there saying, you know how to play smartly with 2 fouls, and that is not a good one for Alex Moore.
He's got 3, and also Williams, the freshman, with 2 as well, so he's got to be careful. The foul's starting to rack up.
The tough part is when you're the Jaguars and you played with such high tempo, it's hard to throttle that back, right? It's just not in your DNA.
There's not a second gear where you can slow down.
Free throw miss, but the rebound comes right back to the Bulldogs. Another miss, and Hobbs can't finish from in close. We've seen that a couple of times from the Bulldogs in this first half. Lead is just 6. That pass goes right through the hands of Daniels. And a turnover by Farmville Central. 27-21 Bulldogs. Jackson stepped on the end line.
Really good job by the Jaguars closing things off. No room to operate down on the baseline. They just forced the foot to be stepped out of bounds.
Turnovers are piling up. 14 now by the Bulldogs, yet they lead by 6. Daniels with a little space to operate against Gray. Cox challenges Hobbs. Lobbed. It looked like it was almost a pass to the rim, but nobody broke. Wind up hitting the side of the rim as a shot attempt. Bulldog basketball. Nearing 2 minutes left in this second quarter. Hobbs from distance. Maybe a bit out of his range. Rebound deflects right back to him. This is where he operates, but he lost it. A takeaway. Lead pass for Williams with the left. No, the tip try won't go. A 3rd crack will from Josh Short.
It's the hustle of the Jaguars. You missed the first shot. 2 other your teammates come and help out to put it in.
27-23. The look. There's a deflection. Right back into the hands of the Gray. Can't finish, but Hobbs will.
So the height down low with Hobbs' second chance opportunity pays off.
Where seemingly every pass the Bulldogs are making is being tipped by the Jaguar defense. Short. That foul. Foul on the way up. LeVar Batts wanted a tie-up. And that is not the call. They're fouling Jalen Jackson.
Short is kind of diagnosing the defense. And uses the athleticism, and there was ball. Also caught him with the body.
Tell you what, looked to me, LeVar Batts had a case right there. That was a lot of ball. Maybe some contact lower body. Josh Short at the free throw line for Farmville Central. And one more coming. All 7 for Short in the second quarter. As Daniels comes in for the Jaguars. It's the Farmville Central team that beat Kinston in the Eastern Regional Final 66-58. The teams are separated by about 20 minutes, but they had to drive 2 hours to Sanford to play the game on a neutral court. That irony was not lost on that man, Larry Williford. But he said credit to both fan bases. They packed the gym at Lee County.
4 for 4 from the line for Short.
Back to a 4-point game. The dribble and the kick into the corner. This is Wheeler. Throws to Hobbs. And the kick out. Good defense again. The recovery is splendid by the Jaguars. They reverse it. 3 from the sideline. Yes. Wheeler knocks down his 2nd of the game. West Shore home 3-pointer. America's most admired home remodeling brand. Takeaway. Bulldogs running 3-on-1 to the rim. Oh, poor opportunity by Jackson. Had a teammate to his right. Short. Locating Daniels. In and out. Offensive rebound. Short. 10 in the quarter for Josh Short. It's a 5-point game.
It was hustle, and then Robinson didn't get back. The Jaguars just attacked the boards again to get a second chance opportunity.
20 seconds to go until halftime. 32-27. Bulldogs. Book it. Wheeler. He's had a big second quarter. 7 of his 12 in the second quarter. Final 10 seconds. The lead back to 7 for the Bulldogs. Jaden Pitt, 3 seconds, attacking, lost it. Oh, to bailout foul with 1 second left. It looked like the Bulldogs had him closed off. But the foul goes on to Robinson and charge against Wheeler. Well, remember, coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll get to the West Shore Home Player of the Game. Thanks to West Shore Home, bringing happiness to every home.
That's 2 for Wheeler.
They called that, though, a non-shooting foul. So 1 second left. Pitt will throw in. This has to be right near the rim. They get it into short. Step back, forces it. Oh, yes! It counts from Josh Short. Culminating a 12-point quarter for the 6'4 junior.
And what a way to close it out, gaining some momentum, and he hangs up over 2 defenders. It's the teardrop, knocks it in. Larry Williford and his group gets that final possession to go in, and now they go into the halftime break with a little bit of confidence.
All right, coming up, the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. Q Tucker will join us. First half highlights and more. You can find our COVID-19 vaccines for everyone 5 and older and boosters for 12 and up. That's the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. And it's next. We're at halftime. Bulldogs 34. Farmville Central 29.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
West Shore Home is the easiest solution on the market for shower and bath remodeling. And today I'm joined by Kirsten to see why so many homeowners trust West Shore with their shower and bath project.
So Joe, every year thousands of homeowners use us for their bath or shower remodel. We make it so easy and convenient. Check us out online. You're going to see thousands of reviews, customers raving about West Shore Home.
Yeah, check them out. It's like 1 5-star review after another. It's really impressive. Now, I know a lot of people are getting ready to start their project now. Anything special you can do for them?
So Joe, anyone who's looking to update their shower or bath should definitely give us a call. We're offering 5 years of 0% interest financing plus 50% off the cost of installation. Take a look at some of these jobs we've done recently. The work turns out amazing.
Folks, you heard Kirsten. West Shore Home helps tens of thousands of homeowners every year. And give them a call now and take advantage of that great offer. It's 5 years of 0% interest financing plus 50% off the cost of installation. Call West Shore Home now.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you. Shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
I got my COVID-19 vaccine because I want to work towards a more normal world in the classroom and for sports and my grandparents.
I got vaccinated because I love my family. I love my friends.
Visit myspot.nc.gov to schedule your child's COVID-19 vaccine today.
You're watching the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. COVID-19 vaccines are available to everyone 5 and older and boosters for 12 and older. Find them at myspot.nc.gov.
Five-point lead at halftime of the 2A men's title game. Robinson, a 34-29 lead on the 3-time defending champion Jaguars at Farmville Central. Jay, really nice balance attack and good poise by the Bulldogs first half.
Yeah, composure with all the pressure they faced. They're shooting 48% from the field and taking good shots.
The biggest lead was 10. The Jags cut it to 5 on a buzzer beater by Josh Short. More of the myspot.nc.gov halftime report when we come back.
Sometimes playing our best game means changing our approach. Think about your favorite sport. For me, that's soccer. When you're playing a new team and you use a new move against them, you score. But once the rival team sees your moves, they can prepare against your team in the future. That's how viruses, like the coronavirus, work. which means as new variants pop up, we have to adapt to defend ourselves. COVID-19 vaccines help our bodies recognize the virus and the different variants. They are our best defense against COVID-19, so don't wait to vaccinate. Visit myspot.nc.gov.
Everyone 5 and older can get a COVID-19 vaccine. Visit myspot.nc.gov.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
At Avondale Assisted Living, we take pride in being the premier provider of personalized senior care and living. Our residents feel at home because our locations are actual homes in residential neighborhoods. Avondale is committed to maintaining an at-home family-like environment for seniors whose families are unable to provide at-home care. We offer full-time personalized care to every resident in each of our homes. Become part of our family. Schedule a visit to one of our Avondale homes today.
You're watching the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. COVID-19 vaccines are available to everyone 5 and older and boosters for 12 and older. Find them at myspot.nc.gov.
34-29, our halftime score. Robinson trying to dethrone the 3-time defending champs, right by 5 at the break. Now as we continue at halftime, let's send it over to Jay Sonhall to get a chance to catch up with the commissioner of the NCHSAA, Q Tucker.
Welcome in, Commissioner Tucker. It's great to have you back after another successful season. How good is it to be back in the Smith Center at Reynolds Coliseum for the championships?
Well, it is so good that I can hardly contain myself in trying to describe it. It's been 2 years almost to the date when we had to postpone and then ultimately cancel our state championships. Even though we had championships last year and they were in great venues of our high schools, on our high school campuses, but to be back in our old stomping grounds, so to speak, it just is a good feeling. It makes us feel like we're getting back to what is more normal.
How did the regional championships go at all the sites across the state?
I thought for the most part, every comment I heard has been very, very positive. We had been thinking about the 5th round being in a neutral facility and looking at some of the large high schools, but it was difficult to be able to do that prior to some teams not advancing. And so some of those large high schools stepped forward and said, you know what, we'll host. And they did a wonderful job.
So many exciting games this weekend. What are you most looking forward to?
As I am a former basketball coach, I always am excited to just be able to watch the game be played. So just to be able to get into the Smith Center, get into Reynolds, and be able to see basketball is always just a thrill for me. But what I enjoy the most is being able to look at the faces of the young people as they compete, to watch the coaches as they're on the sidelines trying to get them to perform at their highest level. It's just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And then, of course, you can't dismiss the fans. They all come in. They all know how to coach that game. They all know how to officiate that game. And so just to watch them and to just experience them experiencing the game is really just exciting.
Shifting gears a bit to the organizational side of the association, can you provide an update on the NCHSAA's progress towards a memorandum of understanding with the State Board of Education?
Well, since November, House Bill 91 obviously was signed by Governor Cooper back then. Since that time, Our executive committee, along with our full board of directors, have been working with the Board of Education to carve out the memorandum of understanding. There were some rules that had to be crafted, drafted, so to speak. And then once those rules were put in place, or at least were put on paper, then we went about the business of trying to get the memorandum of understanding to something that would still be of benefit to not only the organization itself, but to all boys and girls across the state. So we now have a memorandum of understanding that has not been signed, but our board has essentially said we will approve of what we've been able to carve out. Right now, the process, the voting is underway, and then it'll be about the bylaws and trying to make sure that they all work together. And then it goes into effect July 1, 2022.
Thank you for your time, Commissioner Tucker, and congratulations on a great season.
Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in North Carolina.
This message presented by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association and the North Carolina Athletic Directors Association.
You know, when I'm not busy driving nails, I'm driving through Builder's Discount Center. And no wonder. They have top-grade materials and the best prices in town. The lumber, roofing, windows, vinyl siding, and complete packages for storage buildings, decks, even garages. And you can just drive in, load up, and drive out.
You can't do that at those big box stores.
Real projects, real materials, real fast. Don't just build, build tough. BuildersDiscount.net.
I know this may look like a classic rooftop chase scene, but it's an Nissan sales event ad. Right on cue. This Rogue's got more power than that CRV. Might want to hold on.
Hurry in and save up to $42.62 on select models.
The action never ends, but these offers will.
I didn't trust the insurance board.
All they did was delay and delay.
I couldn't work. I needed my benefits.
You're not looking to take advantage of the situation. You simply want the benefits you deserve.
I wanted a lawyer who understands workers' compensation claims.
The law offices of James Scott Farron. If you want all the benefits you may be entitled to, put experience on your side. If you've been hurt on the job, get the James Scott Farron Advantage. The call and case evaluation are free. Call on the Hurt Line right now.
You're watching the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. COVID-19 vaccines are available to everyone 5 and older and boosters for 12 and older. Find them at myspot.nc.gov.
Closing in on the start of the third quarter. There's the lead for Robinson. 5 points on Farmville Central. Patrick Keenis, Jay Salthalter back inside the Dean Dome in Chapel Hill. Both teams back on the floor getting some shots up. Some fans are getting some moves on as we take a look at some moves we saw in the first half, Jay.
This has been a fast first half. It's been a track meet, both sides. Fast breaking at will, not wasting any time. There's been a lot of turnovers. But you can see the athleticism of each team looking to push the pace. And the Bulldogs early on were able to execute, get some easy buckets, but then the defense of the Jags enabled them to come back in the game.
All right, Farmville Central, 1 of 11 from three-point range, but some foul trouble as well for the Jaguars. Josh Short, though, was able to bring them back. Didn't score a point in the first quarter, finished the half with 12.
Yeah, he was fluid, efficient from the floor, 4 for 7. And over on the other side, Wheeler had 12. They started to get hot from the outside. He was 2 for 3 from beyond the three-point line. And this was the final play of the half. And Farmville Central was able to execute. Short knocked it in.
Yeah, how big will that be as we take a look at the Legacy Federal Credit Union stats for the first half?
Rebounding for the Bulldogs was huge, and then too many turnovers for both teams. Field goal percentage, Farmville Central has to find a way to knock down shots.
All right, be your best. Be your best you with the Legacy Federal Credit Union. There's your halftime score. J.M. Robinson 34, Farmville Central 29. third quarter as we are 16 minutes away from a state title. Will it be the Bulldogs or will it be the Jaguars for the fourth straight year?
With crispy bacon and fluffy eggs and melty cheese. Whoa. Beast mode doesn't have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Sometimes playing our best game means changing our approach. Think about your favorite sport. For me, that's soccer. When you're playing a new team and you use a new move against them, you score. But once the rival team sees your moves, they can prepare against your team in the future. That's how viruses, like the coronavirus, work. Which means as new variants pop up, we have to adapt to defend ourselves. COVID-19 vaccines help our bodies recognize the virus and the different variants. They are our best defense against COVID-19, so don't wait to vaccinate. Visit myspot.nc.gov.
Everyone 5 and older can get a COVID-19 vaccine. Visit myspot.nc.gov.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you, shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
MyRDC28 and Sinclair Broadcast Group want to help the next generation of storytellers. If you're pursuing a career in journalism or marketing, scan the QR code on your screen to apply for the Sinclair Broadcast Group Diversity Scholarship. The deadline is April 30th. Visit sbgi.net/scholarship.
With crispy bacon and fluffy eggs and melty cheese. Whoa. Beast mode doesn't have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Quarter to get the Jaguars within 5. Time will tell. Trailed by as many as 10 as we take a look at the Hardee's points to pay from the first half.
They're pretty even now. I would say Farmville Central doing it more on the fast break in the paint. The Bulldogs are just clamping down and using Hobbs inside.
That is the 12th rebound already for a Hobbs for the Bulldogs off of that miss. Hughes. Again, the Jaguars are either coming with it double or showing double on almost every pass. Flashing down the lane, Gray got to the rim and scores.
And that's all because of ball movement and then moving without the ball. And Gray, 13.6 for 10 on the day.
Here's Moy back on the floor with 3 fouls. Misses a 3 out of the right corner. Bulldogs have it +7. So Aaron was a beautiful dish to the inside. Hobbs kind of ducked his head beneath some contact near the rim. He now has 8.
He's so smart with the basketball, driving in with his left hand, and then when the defender came up, in a wide open lane to dish the ball off to Hobbs.
First 4 of the quarter to the Bulldogs. Again, from 3-point range, but they're determined to try and knock down some threes to get rolling. But right now, Farmville Central as a team is 1 for 14, Jay, from 3-point range. And it's not just 1 or 2 guys, it's all 5 on the floor trying to break the seal.
And Robinson kind of sagging back in their man-to-man defense, almost allowing the 3-pointer. So the Jags are going to have to find a way either to knock down these shots or kind of give up the 3 and just exclusively drive in the lane.
Cox into the corner. They will try again. Yes. And that one is from Alex Moy. West Shore home 3-pointer. West Shore home bringing happiness to every home. 38-32 Bulldogs. Gray looking inside. He wanted to pass. Second option was shoot. Offensive rebound Hobbs barreling to the hole. And Davion Hobbs off of his 13th rebound. Powers to the hole.
And the Jaguars are bossing him out. They were physical, pushing him back. It's just his height. He reached up for it. Was able to just kind of eat up that rebound and put it back in.
That's the freshman Williams from the mid-range. A little bit short. Robinson with some contact out near midcourt. And if that's Williams, that's going to be his 3rd. So Moy with 3, Williams with 3. And now Larry Williford will go deeper down his bench as Daniels will come in. Now that changes the look of this team in a big way. And Williams will stay on the floor. Cox is the one coming off. Well, what we say about being smart and trusting guys with potential foul trouble, that's exactly what he's doing right now. You're down by 8. He does not want to take Williams and or Moy off the floor with 3 fouls. Hughes knifing in, and he got fouled. And we may see some free throws here. And if that's Williams, that's number 4. Uh-oh. 4th foul on Williams right there with that left hand. Stays on the floor, and we get a tie-up on the inbounds pass.
The Bulldogs creating opportunities with their dribble penetration. Is Hughes going in?
I mean, my question right now is Larry Williford made aware that Williams has 4 fouls out there?
He's got 4. He's going to play with 3.
I mean, he picked up 2 so fast. Maybe he thought the foul was on somebody. I mean, he's leaving him on the floor. A freshman right there guarding the ball with Jalen Jackson. There's Williams. There's a little contact. Be careful. Out of the corner. This is a 3. Short from Wheeler. And the rebound to Moy. Outlet quickly to Jaden Pitt. Pitt to the hole from the left. Oh, looked like that might have been basket interference. They let it go. And a timeout called by Robinson and LeVar Batson. Boy, that almost looked like basket interference to me, Jay.
It looked like he slapped the backboard and it affected the shot. No call.
Right here, let's see.
Goes up.
I mean, he did hit the backboard, didn't hit the ball.
But as the ball was on the rim, the backboard was shaking.
Yeah. No call, no big dispute from Larry Williford. And LeVar Batson calling a timeout. 40-32, Robinson. Coming up at the conclusion of today's game, we will select the Talk It Out North Carolina play of the game. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking. LeVar Batson, he's going through a lot of liquids on that sideline right now. As you get closer and closer to maybe a state title, Cottonmouth gets tougher and tougher to talk through and coach through. Bulldog ball up 8. And where's that going? To the Bulldog fans.
That's what the pressure is designed to do, confuse you.
And that's what you call serious miscommunication between Gray and Hughes. He thought Hughes was breaking down and running kind of a up and out pattern.
Right.
Pitt fakes the 3, gets it back.
Williams out of the ball game, so with the 4 fouls, he's over on the sideline.
This is short. That's off the heel, no. Boy, any shot that's missed, David Hobbs is on it for Robinson. Hobbs fakes from distance. A beautiful little bounce pass. Gray shot blocked, but a foul going on the Jaguars.
And with Hobbs' height, you figure that he's just going to go down on the block and set up. But no, he's got the versatility and the passing ability. He was up at the top of the key. A couple dribbles, and he finds his open teammate, Gray, darting towards the hoop.
Foul charge against Josh Short, his first. And one more coming for Gray. At the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. $15 now for Gray, and that matches the biggest lead of this championship for the Bulldogs. They're up 10 on the 3-time defending champs. This is Moy. Left corner 3. No, that won't go. Weak side rebound tipped. Kept alive. And Jackson for the Bulldogs has it. It was kind of caught in midair. I guess that was deflected. That's what the officials say. The pull up by Wheeler. Good. And the biggest lead today for the Bulldogs. 44-32 midway through the third quarter. And is that a block or charge? It's a block. Taken by Jalen Jackson. Fans wanted a legal touching on that pass that came into the front court. It was retrieved by the same player, but it was deflected by the official. Good call right here. Block on Jackson. Down shooting. And Rhodes trouble getting it in. It's in the hands of Moy. He'll try a three. That won't go. 2 of 18 from three-point range for the Jags.
And the difference in the ballgame is Robinson shooting 50% from the field, and the Jags only at 28%.
Take away by Josh Short. Spins it to the glass, and he'll shoot a couple of free throws. The turnover right at midcourt. Free throws for the defending champs, but right now, a standing 8 count. They're down by 12 with 3:51 left in the third.
It's time for all parents to have that conversation with their pediatricians.
Vaccines are an important part of the puzzle. We need to step out of ourselves and do what's best for everyone.
Visit myspot.nc.gov to schedule your child's COVID-19 vaccine today.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you. Shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Okay, let's refresh our Ingles food for thought.
The Jaguars minus 14 in rebounding, 32-18. Bulldogs advantage in starting fast. In the second half, it hasn't gone their way. The momentum has shifted. Then over for James Robinson slowing down the pace. They haven't had to. They've been good in transition and executing the offense. They're taking good shots and shooting 50% from the field.
Right, Ingles food for thought. Low prices, love the savings. Josh Short scored all 12 of his points in the second quarter. He's at the free throw line. There's only been one made field goal in this third quarter by Farmville Central, a 3 by Moy. That has been it. Remember, when they won the state title last year, they scored a state record 113 points on Hendersonville. They have 32 midway through the third quarter a year later. And Short misses his first free throw of the game. Larry Williford wondering, when will my offense show up? Even a subpar three-point shooting game for Farmville Central makes the difference. They're having just a dismal start so far.
Well, a big key will be, how do you handle the adversity? You're not shooting well. How do you forget about it and get it going in the second half?
There's a live ball turnover, chance for the Jags, and quickly racing in on the tip dunk, Josh Short.
And that's how you do it. Trap, get turnovers and easy buckets, and then put pressure on James Robinson.
Right, down to 9. Pressure broken this time, and nobody stops the ball. The bucket is the first of the game for London Roseman for Robinson.
It always seems like they've had a response throughout the ballgame. The Jaguars make a big play, they come back and have a fast break opportunity of their own.
And these Jaguar fans who have been here in Chapel Hill for several hours now, they just want any reason to launch their lungs into action. Stepping through, dribble poked away, but a reach in. And this will be a foul going on Samarion Hughes, his second. 3:07 left in the third quarter. So back to the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. There'll be a non-shooting foul for the Jags. Hit for 3. Barely drew Iyer. Hobbs the rebound. Oh, just didn't put enough on that pass. He didn't know which teammate he was throwing to. He hit the midpoint, which led to a turnover, but then blocks the shot, but a foul is Pitt. Off of the turnover. Heads to the free throw line.
And Pitt drove in front of Hobbs because he knew he was trailing him. See the body control, cutting him off because he knew his momentum was going to fly into his shoulder.
All right, LeVar Betts, he's all the way at the other end of the bench for Robinson. The officials want a word. He's unhappy with the call. He went all the way to the end of the bench, kind of turned his back a bit, and the ball was sitting right at midcourt, and he's getting a little bit of a lecture from Tony Wisnett, the referee. Boy, this is close to being a team. And the assistant coach for Robinson is doing a great job running calm interference for his head coach. At the line, Pitt. One more coming. And there's LeVar Betts, the head coach for Robinson. By the way, two of the three officials, father-son today. Tony Wisnett working his 6th state title game. His son Stedman is one of the umpires. First time they have ever worked a state championship together. 2:50 left. Hobbs a bit out of control, but a foul right around the free throw line. Goes on Rhodes.
Bulldogs getting the ball to the middle when they're breaking the press. Trying to soften up the trapping situation.
And now the Bulldogs have it. The inbounder takes the return pass. Gray misses out in the corner. Rebound to the Jaguars, down 9. Josh Short brings it ahead and just kind of getting a sense if the Jags can knock down a bucket here, this game might turn. Over to Rhodes. That's Short's whistle and a foul on Farmville Central. And I think it's going to go against Daniels. .2:29 left in the third. The Jaguars are now 2 of 20 3-point range. When this game's over, we'll select the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home, America's most admired home remodeling brand. Out of the corner, there is Roseman. Where has he been? 5 points in the third quarter. The lead back to 12. And a foul at the other end.
Roseman, only a sophomore, providing some punch and an energy off of the bench. Farmville Central just comes back. Short right there. Again.
That's on the reach. Number 1 on Gray.
Don't slow down.
Short back at the foul line. The NC Department of Public Safety free throw line. And that is his 7th free throw attempt of the game. He's made 6. And 1 more coming. 49-38 is the Bulldog lead. There's Larry Williford. There's a GA on Coach Jim Dooley's first staff when he was at ECU the first time. Second free throw made. 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. Hughes just feels the pressure coming. Now the recovery for the defense comes from the back end, tipped out of bounds. Well, they do have so much trust in their ability to pressure and recover.
Good job with the spacing of Robinson, lengthen the floor, and then the dribble drive.
Hobbs got fouled. And LeVar Bass likes that call. Little extra on the applause for the Robinson head coach.
Just have to continue to get the ball to the middle. Hobbs, with his size, just his width, he's made good decisions all day, and he gets contact to get to the line.
First foul on Derek Cox for the Jaguars. So Hobbs at the free throw line. He will get 1 more. Hobbs, 15 rebounds in this game to go along with 12 points. Missed them both. Gives the Jaguars some hope. Driving his pit. Shifting to the left hand. We've seen a lot of missed layups by the Jaguars today. 3-on-1 now for Robinson. Stepping through. Jermaine Gray. Back to 12.
Right now 17 points. Getting the rebound and taking advantage of the missed shot.
No, now you're just forcing. Longest 3-point attempt of the game. Missed by Pitts. And there is the payoff. And Larry Williford unhappy with the officials, unhappy with his team's shooting, and hoping there is a minor miracle here in Chapel Hill. 14 down late third quarter, and Williford still talking with Stedman Wisnett, the son of the referee today.
And moving the ball quickly up the court off of the missed 3-pointer. They just push the pace, and Gray has finished all day long. 19 points, 8 for 15 from the field. They forced the timeout to be called.
Well, that's 9 points for Robinson in the last couple of minutes of game action here. And again, it's ill-advised shots, it's some turnovers, and You're just not getting the effort right now that you need on the offensive end for the Jaguars, and you're the three-time defending champs, but they look frazzled right now, that they can't seem to find the answer yet.
Each possession just looks stressful. There hasn't been a flow to it, and they haven't had one of those runs that we've been accustomed to seeing all year long. It just seems like they make a couple plays, and then there's a response from the Bulldogs. They have to find a way to create more stops on the defensive end, but quite simply, they just have to make shots on offense.
2 of 21 from three-point range, 27% overall, and Larry Williford still lobbing Stedman Wisnick. Short. Harass. That's a tough shot on the baseline. Goodness. Josh Short. 19 points.
He makes it look easy. His recruiting attention is going to continue to pick up as it goes into the summer.
Well, Roseman was ready to spot up and fire again. Didn't handle the pass. Minute left, third quarter. Back to the Jaguars, down 12. Williford screams out the play. It's in the hands of Short. He will attack off the wing. No foul to the finish. 2 big shots by Josh Short. Back to 10.
Sometimes you just have to give the ball to your best player, clear the floor, and let him go to work and create.
Bulldog basketball. Roseman, back out front it comes. Hughes, turn it over. Up ahead, back in the hands of Josh Short. A massive, thundering, right-hand dunk. 6 in a row by Short, and the Jaguars within 8. Wheeler, out of control, missed it. Offensive rebound by Jordan. Oh, and that's the silencer. Andrew Jordan's first points. 8 seconds left. 10-point lead. Short takes a glance at the clock. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He'll step in, launch a three. Beats the horn for a second straight quarter. A bucket with a second left to beat halftime, and a banked-in three as the horn went off to end the third. Here come the three-time defending champs. They won't go down without a fight. Robinson, 55. Farmville Central, 48.
Parents all over North Carolina are taking the Talk It Out pledge with their teens. It helps you make a plan together for what they'll do if friends have alcohol. It says they can call you anytime without being punished.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks for calling.
No problem.
You know, when I'm not busy driving nails, I'm driving through Builder's Discount Center. And no wonder. They have top-grade materials and the best prices in town. The lumber, roofing, windows, vinyl siding, and complete packages for storage buildings, decks, even garages. And you can just drive in, load up, and drive out.
You can't do that at those big box stores.
Real projects, real materials, real fast. Don't just build, build tough. BuildersDiscount.net.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you. Shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
This is a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. These are Arby's 2 for $6 crispy and spicy fish sandwiches. So, see you soon then. Arby's, we have the meat.
Let's take a look at the Legacy Federal Credit Union stats for the third quarter. Be your best you with the Legacy Federal Credit Union.
Well, the rebounding stands out for Robinson over for Farmville Central. 3 for 22 from the field, but we've got a ball game. Can the Jaguars be more efficient? That's going to be the key for them to knock down shots.
Josh Short beat the buzzer again for the Jaguars. They are within 7, and they have the ball to begin the fourth quarter. So we take a look at the Hardy's points in the paint.
Domination. The Bulldogs getting the ball down low. A lot of that's been Hobbs and Gray.
That was slightly deflected. Try our new Bacon Beast menu at Hardy's today. Crispy bacon in a burger, biscuit, or a breakfast burrito.
So athletic.
14 points for Hobbs to go along with 16 rebounds today. It's back to a 9-point lead for Robinson. Williams back on the floor with 4 fouls for the Jaguars. He's wearing number 11. It's in the hands now of Jaden Pitt.
Let's Short. Let him go to work.
Short scored 12 in the second quarter, 14 in the third. And this ball will be passed into the corner. Oh, traffic and stepping on the end line, losing control was Pitt. Turnover, Farmville Central. Larry Williford, the assistant coaches came in. They're averting their eyes at another Jaguar turnover. But we were talking about the offensive explosion capabilities of the Jaguars. They've seen it most every game all year, except for the first couple of quarters of this one. They scored 9 points in 1 minute and 20 to wrap up that third quarter. That's how fast they can get back in this game.
And they overwhelm teams with their defensive intensity.
Gray, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs with 19. And a blocking foul on the baseline. That's number 4 on Alex Moy. So Moy with 4. MJ Williams with 4. And Larry Williford will keep everybody on the floor. He thought that was a clear out.
Let's see.
What do you think?
Disagreed with the call. And there's a lot of contact on both sides. But now if you're Robinson, go after Moy and Williams. 4 fouls apiece. Continue to attack and put pressure on them on the defensive side.
Jalen Jackson, first year at Robinson High School, knocks down the free throw from the Builders Discount Center free throw line. Builders Discount, don't just build tough. Lead back to 11. Minute gone by, final quarter. 3-time defending champs on the ropes.
Short's got to touch the ball on every single possession. He's your best offensive player. You got to give him the ball.
Short has it and lost it. Turnover to the Bulldogs. And contact near midcourt. And Jackus Daniels commits the foul for the Jaguars. But when you look at Larry Williford's roster, it would be stunning if they were back here again next year. I mean, a chance to win a 4th straight title today, and then maybe looking forward to the future because everybody, all their key players are juniors. But boy, they have a big roadblock to overcome here today. Down double digits. Free throw is missed, but an offensive rebound by Robinson. They rotate to Hughes. Jackson, the look to the inside. Gray powers it home. He has 21 to lead the Bulldogs.
Ball movement, spacing, unselfish play leads to an easy 2.
Cox leaves it short. Tip try. No. Had it again. Lost it right to his teammate. And a scramble for the ball. We get a whistle. Didn't really look like the ball was ever controlled by either player down there, but the foul goes on the Bulldogs.
We talked about how young the team is. 4 freshmen and 4 sophomore as well. So this is a group that's going to be good next year, but for the rest of the next 3 years, young talent in the pipeline.
Williams misses a 3. Derek Cox the rebound. He will fire a 3. That won't go either. 2 Jaguars knock each other off the rebound, but it deflects to another. And one more foul. Number 3 on Samarian Hughes. 3 of 24 from three-point range are the Jaguars. And one of those was that banked-in 3 at the end of the third quarter. So at the line, MJ Williams. He has 3. 61-49. One more coming from the Builders Discount Center free throw line.
Important free throws for Williams.
2 big ones by the freshman. Here's the pressure. The reach and ball squirts out of bounds. runs, and it will stay with the Bulldogs. And they are sending defenders from all over this court. The heavy close and the inbounds play, the guy came from mid-court.
They cover so much ground.
11-point lead for Robinson. Looking for its second state title in school history. The other was 6 years ago. Hughes, dribble drive. And that is going to be an offensive foul. Good take by Moy. If that goes the other way, he's gone.
At 4 fouls, you have to have the base to set up there knowing that there's going to be contact. And he gets over on the baseline, gives up his shoulders.
5.5 remaining in regulation. Jaguars ball down 11. This is Josh Short. A jump pass to the corner. The kick to Daniels. And they needed that one. Press will be set up. The deficit is 9. And Hughes backtracking. Jackson got knocked off balance. Oh, and if that's Moy, he's gone. It may be on him, and he knows it. And the official walks to the scorer's table, and there is the confirmation. Alex Moy has just been fouled out of the game for Farmville Central.
One of the best defenders, just trying to be physical. There's a little bit of contact.
Not much.
But tough break.
So Moy fouls out with a little more than 5 minutes left, and his team down 9. Moy just a sophomore, and it's Jalen Jackson to the free throw line for Robinson. And this will be a 1-and-1. 9th team foul on the Jaguars. It's a lonely spot to be in right now when you can be a difference maker, especially with your three-point shooting. And one more coming for Jackson. Bulldogs have shot 54% from the field in this one. Only 31% for Farmville Central. 1 and 2. Rebound kept alive by Hobbs. He powers to grab it. Lost it over the end line, but it stays with the Bulldogs.
And you love the effort of Hobbs, but if you're a big guy, keep the ball up high. Do not bring it down below where the guards can swipe at it. Lucky to regain possession.
And it comes to Hobbs. He has been the defensive difference maker. Gray misses a 3. Rebound short. Quick outlet. Jaden Pitt to the hole on Hobbs. And yes! Plus the foul. That ball nearly stopped on the front of the rim and fell good for Jaden Pitt.
Pitt's 5'11". Beautiful pass by Short to push it up. 6'6" against 5'11". No fear. Knocks it in for the end one.
And hits the free throw. 62-55. 7-point game. Still a ton of time for the Jaguars here. Press breaker again. Hobbs. The pull-up missed everything, but on the weak side, Samarian Hughes timed the miss perfectly. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Chance for LeVar Batts to bring his team to the sideline and just take a breath, get some water, stay calm, and don't let the moment get too large.
And good job by him, just slowing down the situation for his team. Good job to execute Hughes, putting it in for his first 2 points on the day. And now you got to talk to your team about handling the pressure. You know the Jaguars are going to turn up the heat even more, and they're going to try to highlight Short on the offensive side. Whatever you can do for the Bulldogs to try to get the ball out of Short's hand is going to be important here. Make somebody else beat you to try to eat in the lead.
Now, one of the things that LeVar Batts did tell us about Samarian Hughes, he's not going to be a big guy in terms of, he's not going to throw 18, 22 points a game, but he said he makes everybody on our team better, and he makes the coaches better. For this 5'11" seniors, a football commit to Johnson C. Smith, but as hard-nosed of players they have on the team, and just a really cerebral play, anticipating the miss that would go long, and he was there and had the great athleticism to lay it in.
He's a defensive back out on the football field, and you can see those skills translating over, and see the shirt, strictly business. That's the motto.
LeVar Batts has evidently sweated through the warm-up jacket. I mean, game on right now for LeVar Batts. 5 minutes away from a state title.
I love the intensity. Both coaches on the sideline are into this game.
Here's Williams to kick to Pitt. Jump stop. And from short range, big bucket by Pitt. And it's back to a 7-point game. Take that 8-point game, 64-56. Hobbs attacking, short, rebound, comes out to Pitt, numbers, 3-on-1, the attack by Daniels, the handoff, the reverse, over the head layup by Josh Short. That was about to turn into a turnover instead of a spectacular reverse layup.
Hey, whatever it takes. Jaguars on a run.
5-point game. Out of the corner. And out front it comes. And look at the extended pressure now. Daniels is right against Jackson. Screen for some space. We're under 4 minutes. Wheeler lost the handle. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. And we're ready for our final media timeout. Catch your breath and take off your outer garments. 64-59, Robinson trying to hang on for its second state title.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, we resolve to have your back and be your trusted partner in health, so you have the confidence to make caring for your family easy. Visit BlueCrossNC.com to learn more about coverage that's right for you.
There's something bigger than just me. I represent an entire facility.
People appreciate you for what you do. Thank you. Shake your hand.
I feel like I'm doing a service to the citizens of North Carolina.
You know, you want to be the best officer you can be.
You know, when I'm not busy driving nails, I'm driving through Builders Discount Center. And no wonder. They have top-grade materials and the best prices in town. The lumber, roofing, windows, vinyl siding, and complete packages for storage buildings, decks, even garages. And you can just drive in, load up, and drive out.
You can't do that at those big box stores.
Real projects, real materials, real fast. Don't just build tough. BuildersDiscount.net.
Look inside the Jaguar huddle, trying to rally from double digits down. Three-time defending champs trail by 5 with 3:45 to go in this final quarter from Chapel Hill. The 2A men's basketball state championship. Bulldog basketball as we resume. And we'll see what LeVar Batts has drawn up out of the timeout. Severian Hughes, contact, plays on, and throws it away. Good on-the-ball pressure by Jadakis Daniels to interfere with that one.
And physical. At the end of the ball game here, I'd expect the Jaguars to continue to try to body up and force the referees to call the foul, but that time they got the turn for no foul call.
Well, this is a huge possession for the Jaguars as they try to turn the screws on Robinson. The kick out, Pitt for 3. It's a 2-point game. To the hole, scoop layup, no. Loose ball rebound, Bodies digging after it. And we get a tie-up. Arrow will keep it with the Bulldogs. Jay, the Jaguars were 3 of 24 and really not close on threes all game long until this one draws them within 2.
And Pitt 14 points, confident, sets up, knocks it down. Jaguars firmly back in the ball game.
Remember, from the outset of the game, Robinson scored the first 7. Farmville Central scored 6, but they have never led. Closest they have been 7-6 until now. The biggest lead in the game has been 14 points for the Bulldogs. They are clinging to the lead here. They enter to Hobbs, spins into a double team and travels.
And how will Robinson maintain their composure? The adversity. This is a run from the Jaguars. The back's against the wall. They're coming on in a flurry. They have to stay patient.
The three-time defending champs with a shot at his first lead. Williams, air ball, play-in, good! Daniels ties it up for the first time since tip-off. 9 straight by the Jaguars. What will the reply be? Gray being harassed. Saves to Hobbs. Steps through. Tosses underneath. And the reverse layup by Hughes. Bulldogs by 2 and a timeout. Big possession by the Bulldogs right there. Looked like it was ready to blow up. And Larry Williford applauded his team as he walks all the way to midcourt to greet them. They're down by 2, 2:10 to go.
And dribble penetration has created all offensive opportunities in this ball game. And just putting pressure on the defense and the atmosphere picking up in the Dean Dome, both sides on their feet. And when you look at the Jaguars warm-ups, it says play hard. Same thing can be said for Robinson. Each team is playing their hearts out and really putting it all on the line.
All right, Jay, let's talk about this offense for Farmville Central. They scored 39 points until 1:23 left in the third quarter. In the last 7.5 minutes of game time, they've scored 25. Talk about explosive offense. Larry Williford, I'm sure, never lost confidence that they would show up, but he's really glad they did.
And they turned it on. A young team, your back's against the wall. In the fourth quarter, you turned it on. And right now, they're doing everything right. 2-point deficit, but Josh Short, 28 points on the day. He's been your star.
And again, Alex Moy fouled out of this game a few moments ago. Josh Short with 28 points brings it up as the Jaguar fans all rise simultaneously. Under 2 minutes. Pitt sizes up Hughes. Will not attack. Almost threw it away. That was not intended for Williams. Williams probing. The freshman into the corner, deflected out by Hughes.
Short was kind of hanging out down at the bottom right corner, not getting into action. They've got to drive in and find a way to dish him the ball to break through the defense.
This is already a 32-second possession for the Jaguars, by far their longest of the game. Into the corner, Cox. Pitt thinking about it. He'll drive, hesitate, shot blocked, right into the hands of Derek Cox. We're tied again. Hobbs was a clean block. 66 all with 1:20 left. LeVar Bats calling out the play. The drive by Jackson. And that will not count. Foul on the floor. And that's on MJ Williams. He is fouled out of the game. So the second Jaguar will depart. Williams is gone. Where will Larry Williford go now? And it's going to be Rhodes. So Moy has fouled out. Williams has fouled out. And Jalen Jackson to the free throw line for Robinson. Builders discount. Don't just build. Build tough. 1:08 left. Game is tied for the state title. Still tied for the state title.
With Williams out, Chris Rhodes, 5 points, a sophomore point guard into the ballgame. He's been really good when he's been in to spell Williams.
Made 1 and 2. 1-point lead for Robinson. Farmville Central has never led in the first 31 minutes of this game. There's a minute left for the state title. Pitt. Cox, one of the seniors. 45 seconds left. Back to Pitt. Who's going to be the Jaguar hero? Pitt spins, gives it up. Daniels back to Pitt, 35 seconds left. Crossover, there's the hedge. Over to Cox. Throws back out, slipped out of his hands. Pitt gets to it, 25 seconds. Now the attack, the reload, high off glass, no! Tip And the Bulldogs will shoot a pair with a 1-point lead. Timeout, Farmville Central. Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, man.
This is what we expected. Top two teams in the state. It's meant to come down to the wire.
Well, look at LeVar Batts screaming at his team with love. Give me made free throws and one smart defensive stop. That's what he's begging for here. They have gone wire to wire so far. 16 long seconds to survive.
They've been able to hold off Farmville Central. All the pressure, the offensive explosion. This game, I mean, we've seen it all. Farmville Central, for them to have the trouble shooting the ball through 3 quarters and then the confidence to continue to fire away, and their offense picking up in the fourth when they need it the most.
And for the Jags in that huddle, you have 2 of your 5 starters who have fouled out. So now you're trying to get the stop and get the big bucket with 40% of your starters bench. All right, well, let's get now to a Josh Short compilation for your player of the game. West Shore home player of the game. West Shore home America's Wilson Meyer, Homer, Mylan Brand. Back-to-back buzzer beaters plus that tomahawk dunk.
28 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and huge shots to give his team momentum.
All right, so here's the scene. Hobbs will be at the free throw line for Robinson. Robinson is a team 10 of 18 from the line today. Hobbs is only 2 out of 5. It's a 1-point game, so even should he make both, a 3 would tie. 15 points now for Hobbs, along with 17 rebounds. Gets the roll. 3-point game. We'll see how Robinson defends here. Pitt will bring it up man-to-man. Everybody stand in the Smith Center. Pitt open. Passes in the corner. Cox for the tie. No! Rebound grab by Farmville Central. We get a foul. And the foul is going to go against the Bulldogs, Jermaine Gray.
That's all you can ask for is a good look. You have the opportunity, miss it, but then you crash the boards to hang on and get to the line.
And it will be Daniels to shoot 2. 4.8 seconds left, so you still have time to force a turnover or take a foul. But you need these free throws, and these are big ones for the sophomore, Daniels. 69-67. Farmville Central does have 2 timeouts left. Will they take one on a make? He makes it, and yeah, they will. So Larry Williford takes one of his 2 remaining timeouts. Robinson has 2 timeouts left as well. 4.8 to go. Jay, take us to both huddles as a coach.
Farmville Central, the message is, if you want a state championship, put it all on the line and sell out to get a turnover. You still have time. Get the turnover, execute and score. If you don't, foul immediately. Over on the other side for Robinson. You've been in the driver's seat. You've had all the pressure. Can you make free throws in big moments? You have to maintain possession. Get the ball in. Be quick and assertive with your cuts. And then maintain possession when you get fouled, and then go down the free throw line and do your job, and you bring home the state championship.
Yeah, I don't want to prognosticate here, but looking at the roster construction for each of these teams, you could very well see these teams in a rematch next year. I mean,
destined to be here again.
Yeah. It is so hard to get here for each of these programs, but they will have a load of talent coming back next year. But it's all about the now. We'll see what play Robinson runs. Gray is going to throw it. He can run the baseline after those made free throws. And the Jags will not guard Gray on his inbounds pass. 4.8 to go. Robinson by 1. And we get, I believe, a hold before that pass came in. It looked like the jersey of Jalen Jackson was being held. So there was a foul. 0.3 of a second did drop off the clock. And the foul is charged against Jadakiss Daniels.
That's a good foul. Well, Hobbs 4 for 7 from the line, right back again like we saw the last possession.
All right, so Hobbs just made 2 a couple of seconds ago. But against a 1-point game, he makes both. A 3 could tie it, but would a foul be taken by LeVar Betts? That changes the entire calculus.
Now the question is, quick advance, or do you call a timeout? Or do you let him play? With the quickness of Farmville Central, they're going to be able to move the ball quickly up the floor.
That's long. Rebound loose. Robinson has it. And a foul called against Farmville Central. The clock shows 2.3. And we'll see more free throws for the Bulldogs. You couldn't box out on the miss. And that might cost the Jaguars a chance to claim a state title.
45-30 advantage for the Bulldogs on the glass. It's been a huge mismatch.
Right, so now it's Gray at the line. He is 3 for 3 today. The Builders Discount Center free throws don't just build tough. The lead is only 1 still. 2-shot foul. Oh, here we go. 3 straight misses from the line by the Bulldogs. And now Larry Williford will sub in a wider, more capable body to box out because you cannot afford to have what just happened happen again. So this would make it a 2-point lead, and Farmville Central is going to have a chance. It is 2. And we will get a timeout. It is the last timeout that Farmville Central has. So Hobbs just missed 2. Loose ball rebound grab by the Bulldogs. Gray then fouled, makes only 1 of 2. So here we are, 70-68 Robinson. Length of the floor, 2.3 left. We know how quick this team is getting down the floor.
The door is open because of the missed free throws from the Bulldogs, and the key for the Jaguars is when they catch this ball, they have to be going north and south towards the hoop. You can't catch it with your momentum going the opposite way, and with their speed, they can turn it in a hurry.
Well, the question is, how far will this first pass go? What play do you have to maybe get a catch at midcourt, take a couple of dribbles, or will it be at the free throw line to give him a couple of dribbles and launch one? Remember, though, number 2 in yellow has hit a buzzer beater to end the second quarter and a buzzer beater to end the third quarter. I can't imagine it's going to anybody but number 2, where a 2 ties it and a 3 wins you a 4 straight state title.
He's looking for a hat trick. That's where you have to get the ball to Josh Short.
They will deny the inbounds pass. Jermaine Gray. It'll be the sophomore Chris Rhodes running baseline. He'll throw in. And Josh Short right now is just inside midcourt in the center of the floor. So here we go. Rhodes looking. He lobs to Short. Couple of dribbles for the title. Oh! Just wide left. And the Robinson Bulldogs have dethroned the 3-time reigning state champs. 70-68. Second state title in school history. They have gone wire to wire and held off the Farmville Central Bulldogs, or Jaguars, by 2. What a game, what a moment. Wow. J.M. Robinson hangs on, and they will raise a banner in Concord. Your final, Robinson 70, Farmville Central 68. We'll come back for the trophy ceremony and interview with the head coach, LeVar Betts, when we return to Chapel Hill.
With 4 strips of crispy bacon and rich melty cheese and 2 juicy charbroiled patties, of course no meeting can compete with this meat. Give in to the new Double Bacon Beast Burger at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Oh, this must be super embarrassing. Let me get that terrible driver I just got pulled over look. Wait, click. Perfect.
Whether you're a driver or a passenger, you're required by law to buckle up or face a fine up to $161. Click it or ticket. Every seat, every time.
It's time for all parents to have that conversation with their pediatricians.
Vaccines are an important part of the puzzle. We need to step out of ourselves and do what's best for everyone.
Visit myspot.nc.gov to schedule your child's COVID-19 vaccine today.
My RDC 28 and Sinclair Broadcast Group want to help the next generation of storytellers. If you're pursuing a career in journalism or marketing, scan the QR code on your screen to apply for the Sinclair Broadcast Group Diversity Scholarship. To qualify, students must be a sophomore or junior in college and satisfy the full list of qualifications located at sbgi.net/scholarship. The deadline to apply is April 30th. Get started today.
With crispy bacon and fluffy eggs and melty cheese. Whoa. Beast mode doesn't have to stop for breakfast. Give in to the new Bacon Beast breakfast menu at Hardee's and feed your happy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for some high school championship basketball, baby. I'm Nelson Weston, and who better to join us than our good friend all the way from Ingalls Markets, Melissa Level. Melissa,
I'm so excited to see you.
I'm always excited to see you as well. Now, you and I both know that Ingalls has had a long-standing partnership with the community in terms of academics and athletics for a long, long time now. Right. The question has to be asked, though, what inspires y'all to want to continue supporting the community?
Well, you know, Ingalls is part of our communities. We're a big corporation, but our stores are individual beacons inside smaller communities. So with that being said, this is a perfect way to do that. Supporting young athletes, supporting schools, that helps us build bigger, stronger communities.
I like that. Now, speaking of community, you and I both know that in the community, Ingalls is also known for the
You know, I love going to the Ingalls Deli. Everything is already made. I can get a great sub with boar's head beef or pick up a nice hot meal, go to the park, go to the game. No mess, no fuss.
That would hit the spot right about now.
I'm starving.
Now, y'all are also known for y'all's famous Tools for Schools program.
That's right.
Now, on one hand, for those who are unfamiliar, what is Tools for Schools? But more importantly, how does the public get involved?
Well, it's really simple to get involved. And you just have to register your Ingalls Advantage card. That's free. And then attach it to a school of your choice. And every time you shop and use that card, a percentage of your sales go to that school.
Wow.
It's wonderful. It allows teachers and administrators to get the things they need for their school without having to pay for it out of their own pocket. It allows our shoppers, our customers, to be able to benefit the community just by shopping at Ingalls.
Now, just to follow up with that, how long has this program been around? And furthermore, how much in terms of donations have been made since its inception?
It's been around 17 years, and we're close to $23 million in donations.
Close to $23 million?
Yes.
That is outstanding work. Melissa, you and Ingalls, y'all keep up the magnificent work.
Well, thank you.
Folks, it's time for some high school championship basketball. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
All right, let's get to our Talk It Out North Carolina play of the game. Start the conversation. Stop underage drinking, Jay.
Well, was it a fast break? That's what they've been able to do all day long. Hobbs finishing it off, flushing it for 2.
16 points, 17 rebounds for Hobbs. We take a look now at our final stats presented by a Legacy Federal Credit Union. Be your best you with a Legacy Federal Credit Union.
Each team made a lot of plays, and rebounding advantage huge for the Bulldogs, but also a lot of turnovers. And on the other side, Farmville Central, they heated up in the fourth quarter. So good from the free throw line. Just one possession at the end of the game they couldn't execute. The Bulldogs did, and time ran out.
I mean, you take a look at those numbers. 18 more shot attempts by Farmville, thanks to 12 more turnovers committed by Robinson. Farmville missed only one free throw, but 4 of 27 from three-point range. You lose by 2. One of those goes in, could have been the difference.
It's all the little things. Momentum shifts are critical, and the Bulldogs did enough to hold on.
So there's LeVar Batts. Looks like a proud father holding one of the trophies. as they've handed out all the medals to the Robinson Bulldogs, who close out 28-3. They were the number 6 seed in the West. The top seed, RS Central, got beat in the third round, and Robinson mowed through all comers. And boy, what a tough one this was. They showed a great deal of character and fight. Again, they led from start to finish, built as big of a lead as 14 points. That was late in the third quarter. But then Farmville Central was able to rally twice in the final moments, drew even, but could not nose ahead, and just enough free throws made by Robinson for the difference. 70-68 the final. So the 3-time defending state champion Farmville Central Jaguars have been deposed, and Robinson picks up its 2nd state title in school history. And LeVar Batts talked about what this team overcame over the course of the year. Said it was a rough year, had some issues to deal with some families, some other personal issues with some players and staff, had to still deal with the lingering impacts of COVID-19. But 6 years ago, the last time they got here to a state title game, and here they are. And Batts, in his 8th year, has a state title again for Robinson. Hobbs, 16 points, 17 rebounds. Gray led Robinson with 22 points. Wheeler chipped in 14. And meanwhile, Josh Short for Farmville, 28 points. He didn't score in the first quarter, finishes with 28. A couple of his starters for the Jaguars fouled out. Alex Moy and MJ Williams. And just enough gas left in the tank for the Robinson Bulldogs, who last year, again in the shortened season, they were under 500. They finished 6-7 last year. They've been under 500 the last 3 years, as a matter of fact. And here they are, state champs. And Jay Solnage with the head coach, LeVar Batts. Jay?
You guys found a way. What did it take?
A lot of heart, energy, effort, intensity. We knew they was going to come playing these. That's a great team. Larry Williford does an excellent job with those guys. I knew we were up for the challenge. We've been talking about it all year.
And you guys in the fourth quarter, it was a track meet all game long. You guys dominated on the boards. How are you able to be so physical down low?
We told them that was the difference. That's what we needed to be, because they're so athletic. They play extremely hard. We definitely had to outwork them on the glass, and we did.
You guys got so many contributions from so many guys. You've been in this game before. What was the key to the success today to bring it home?
Playing smart, playing hard, and playing together. Exactly. It's funny. Those words are up in Carolina's thing, and we said it today. The exact same thing.
Congratulations on a great game, and we hope to see you back next year.
Hopefully. That's the plan. Thank you.
You think it doesn't mean a lot? The last 3 years, they have been under 500. They win the state title today. Congratulations to the Robinson Bulldogs, 2A men's champions. We'd like to take a minute to thank all the great sponsors: West Shore Home, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, Talk It Out NC, Builders Discount, North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Hardee's, a Legacy Credit Union, and Ingalls Markets. All these sponsor partners, we thank them for their contributions that make all these championship games possible. Again, your final score: Robinson 70, Farmville 68. There is a new champ in 2A men's basketball in North Carolina. The Robinson Bulldogs, the 2022 state champs.